Today, we will explore together the complex and fascinating process of coconut farming, an important industry that feeds millions of farmers and provides the world with a variety of essential products. From lush coconut plantations to bustling processing factories, every step of the journey demonstrates the ingenuity, dedication, and hard work that goes into turning this tropical treasure into high-quality goods. So how do farmers harvest such towering coconuts? Let's start this exciting journey together. The journey of coconut production begins on the plantation, where farmers meticulously care for the trees, planting them widely spaced to ensure each tree receives enough sunlight and air circulation. Young coconut trees need special care in their early years, with regular watering, weeding, and mulching to maintain soil moisture and prevent weed growth. Organic fertilizers, often made from rotted coconut shells and farm waste, are often applied to enrich the soil and promote plant health. After about 4 to 5 years, the tree reaches maturity and begins to produce coconuts continuously. On average, each coconut tree will harvest from 35 to 70 coconuts per year. The coconut harvesting process will depend on the intended use of the coconut. For coconut water, harvesting usually takes place about 6 to 8 months after the flowers bloom. In contrast, coconuts used to make fiber or dried pulp products are harvested 11 to 12 months after flowering, when the shell has matured into a dry brown. Using long poles, workers gently separate the ripe coconut chambers from the trees, letting them fall straight into the water channels below. This method helps minimize damage to coconuts and creates favorable conditions for collection. Once the coconuts have fallen into the water, they are tied into long bunches to easily drag them around the coconut garden. After being harvested, coconuts will be transported to the factory, where the coconut husk will be first removed from the inner shell. This outer layer is bulky and heavy, so removing it not only reduces shipping costs, but also provides faster access to the valuable core of the coconut. Rice husks are processed in large machines called fiber separators. These machines use rotating cylinders with blades or pins to separate the fiber sheath and extract the long. The leftover material, known as cocoa peat or coir dust, is also valuable and widely used. The extracted fibers are thoroughly cleaned to remove dirt and organic residue, which increases their durability and quality. Once cleaned, the fibers are dried in the sun or using a mechanical dryer to prevent mold and ensure they can be stored safely. The dried fibers are then compressed into bales and shipped for commercial use. Depending on their length and color, fibers are graded for specific purposes. Longer fibers are woven into ropes, mats, and brushes, while shorter fibers are incorporated into insulation and upholstery fabrics. The interesting thing is that the remaining coconut fiber is not removed. Instead, it is crushed and further processed to create an agricultural substrate prized for its high water holding and aeration capabilities. Before use, coconut fiber is washed to remove excess salt and balance the pH. It is then dried and compacted into bricks or blocks, greatly reducing its volume for ease of transportation. Once at its destination, it can be rehydrated and used in hydroponic systems as a soil substitute, providing a completely natural and biodegradable environment for plant roots. The inner core of the coconut, often called the endosperm, protects the edible white pulp and coconut water. This hard shell is carefully removed using special equipment to preserve the integrity of the pulp. The pulp, technically called the endosperm, is separated and cleaned for food preparation. From here, an incredible range of products are created. To produce coconut milk, the pulp is chopped and mixed with water, then pressed to extract a smooth liquid. This raw milk is then filtered to remove any solids and pasteurized to remove bacteria, ensuring a longer shelf life. Finally, it is packaged into sterilized containers such as cans or Tetra Paks and distributed to consumers worldwide. For shredded or dried coconut, the pulp is grated into small pieces, then dried to minimize moisture while retaining flavor and texture. This product is packaged and sold in different levels depending on the intended use, from baking to confectionery. Globally, it is estimated that more than 60 million tons of coconut are produced annually, with major producers including Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, and India. These countries not only supply domestic markets, but also export to regions such as North America and Europe, where demand for natural and sustainable products continues to grow. From the moment the coconut tree is planted to the final stage of processing, every step requires dedication and expertise. If you find this journey into the world of coconut farming appealing, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below and let us know which aspect of coconut processing excites you the most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see each other again on our next adventure. Modern technology has revolutionized American agriculture, especially in harvesting and animal feed processing, thanks to the development of advanced machinery. Currently, about 8.2 million acres of land are dedicated to growing crops, such as alfalfa and corn, to provide nutrition for livestock. With large-scale production, applying modern technology is a key factor to improve productivity and efficiency. So how does the harvesting process take place? Let's find out. Alfalfa, known as the queen of grasses, stands out with its rich nutritional value, especially rich in protein and fiber. Thanks to its ability to adapt well to the environment, this plant grows quickly, absorbs water and minerals effectively without requiring too much care. After a period of growth, lucerne creates lush green fields with thick vegetation. When it reaches the appropriate height, the tree is ready to harvest, providing a stable food source for livestock all year round. The lucerne harvesting process is meticulously done to maximize nutritional value. Farmers typically harvest lucerne 3 to 4 times per year, ensuring the plant is cut at the pre-flowering stage, when protein content is at its highest. Thanks to modern machinery, this harvesting process is not only efficient, but also extremely precise. Advanced machines not only cut the tree, but also use an integrated suction system to collect and transfer fresh lucerne directly into the built-in storage compartment. After harvesting, fresh alfalfa is transported directly to the farm and used as feed for livestock without undergoing any processing. This method not only saves time, but also effectively preserves its nutritional value, particularly protein and fiber, which support animal growth. However, not all alfalfa is used immediately. A significant portion is carefully collected for silage, a modern preservation method that ensures a long-term feed supply, consistently meeting livestock demands year-round. The silage production process begins with specialized cutting machines that operate automatically, cutting the lucerne stalks accurately and arranging them in uniform rows. Then, high-tech collectors consolidate many small rows, optimizing the area and significantly speeding up the harvesting speed. Food is sucked and crushed right on the spot before being transferred to a modern conveyor belt to be loaded into containers on the truck. These vehicles continuously transport processed feed to the silage storage area, ensuring the process is quick and truly efficient. At At the storage site, alfalfa is gathered into large piles on a surface with a proper drainage system. Heavy-duty tractors or specialized compacting equipment press each layer tightly, removing air to minimize the risk of spoilage during fermentation. The entire pile is then sealed with a protective plastic cover and secured with heavy objects, creating an anaerobic environment that allows lactic acid bacteria to ferment naturally, extending the storage time while preserving its nutritional value. When needed, the automatic cutting or suction system will take the appropriate amount of food and mix it with grains and minerals to ensure a complete nutritional diet for animals. Thanks to this process, food resources are effectively managed, helping to maintain stable reserves and continuous supply, even in scarce conditions. In particular, silage from lucerne, with high protein and energy content, is an ideal choice, bringing optimal nutritional value to dairy and beef cows. In addition to the traditional silage method, farmers also press lucerne into large bales and wrap them tightly for long-term preservation. Immediately after harvesting, modern presses compact the food into a uniform mass, making it easy to transport and store. The specialized membrane protects food from moisture and environmental impacts, especially effective when stored outdoors. After about 4 weeks of fermentation, lucerne is softer, retains its nutrition, and has an attractive aroma to pets. When used, the automatic cutting system will chop and mix food before feeding it to the cattle trough. Besides lucerne, corn silage is an essential food source in livestock farming thanks to its high nutritional value and long-term preservation ability. In the United States, corn is precisely harvested to maintain optimal quality for livestock. Farmers often choose the time to harvest when corn kernels reach the dough stage with a moisture content of about 65%, ensuring freshness and nutritional value. Specialized harvesters chop the entire corn plant into uniform pieces for easy storage. Similar to lucerne, corn is transported to the storage area and stacked on a concrete floor. The roller press compacts each layer to remove air, facilitating the fermentation process. When it reaches the appropriate size, the compost pile is covered with specialized plastic and fixed with heavy objects for preservation. After 4-6 weeks, lactic bacteria complete fermentation, helping to maintain nutritional value. When used, the automatic cutting and mixing machine will take food, mix it, and put it into troughs for cattle. The process of harvesting and using lucerne and corn clearly demonstrates progress in agriculture. Thanks to automation, advanced machinery, and modern preservation technology, animal feed production has become more efficient and sustainable. How do you rate these improvements? Please share your opinion in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and follow us to discover more interesting things about agriculture. See you in the next video.